Well, hello, hello. Welcome to Saturday on Just Whenever. I'm your host, Mark Lowry. Come on in here. We're going to sing a little bit. Well, come on in. Come on in. Pull up a chair and tell me how you've been. We're fixing to sing. I'll do the lead. But if you would do the harmony, oh, but if you can't sing in tune, well, that's okay, because we still need you. Just don't, and I forgot mine, my decaf unsweet tea. Then sit up straight and sing along with me. Come on in, come on in. Pull up a chair and tell me how you've been. And don't forget that decaf unsweet tea. Then sit up straight and sing along with me. Oh yeah, sit up straight and sing along with me. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Saturday. And I've got Lauren Talley with me today, y'all. And we're going to tell you about an event we're doing together July 18th, I believe it is. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's for such a good cause. You'll hear about that in just a minute. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, give me a thumbs up. And ring the bell for all notifications. You hit that little bell and then hit all notifications. On Facebook, share now. Share right now so others can join us live. Sharing is caring. Well, Pierre, look at, there's Pierre. I can't believe you're here. It's late over there in France. What time is it? 7 hours later? Well, it's going to be a good show, y'all. We're going to have fun together singing these old songs. But before we get to that, let me tell you what's coming up. Looky there. Go to marklowry.com/tour to see where I'm going to be. That's not the new one. Oh, y'all, I forgot to put the new one up. Where is it? Oh, she sent it. Oh, well, I'll do that later. Okay, we'll move on. Go to marklowry.com and you can find out where I'm going to be. And then November 8th and 9th, Mark Lowry's Hometown Weekend. Have you got your tickets yet? It's going to be a good one. Look who all's going to be there. The Isaacs, the Hoppers, Bill and Gloria Gaither, Riley Clark, Jeff and Sherry Easter, The Sound, and Jaron Davis. Don't miss that, y'all. You're gonna miss a good time if you're not there. November 8th and 9th in Deer Park, Texas, which is near Houston. And this month, 20% off all music with promo code June 2024, where you can go over there and get 20% off of Sit Up Straight and Sing Volume 4, pillboxes, sweatshirts, hats, t-shirts. Well, hello, oh, I wasn't ready for that. It's Walmart over there. So today, I taped my interview with sweet Lauren Talley. And so I want to play it for you now. We had a good time. I had a good time with her on the Homecoming radio. I was with them last week. It was so much fun. Well, here's Lauren. Well, hello, everybody. I'm sitting here with my dear friend who I've known since she was in her mother's womb. Can you believe that? Yeah. I hear it's in the 40s.
I don't know who's been telling you these things, but they're not as good a friend as I thought they were.
That's true. Well, the other day when we were at Homecoming Radio, which you do, if you listen to Homecoming Radio on channel 150 on Bill Gaither's Enlighten on Sirius XM, or many, many radio stations all over the world, over 3,000 I hear, you know Lauren Talley. And Lauren is part of the world-renowned, legendary Talley trio. And but I knew her when she was just, I've known their family forever. And I evidently longer than however many years you are. So I'm thrilled to be with you today. And let's talk about what we're doing July 18th.
I am so excited for this. We have planned and prayed for this for a long, long time. And we're just so incredibly honored that you're going to be joining us for this. And oh, it's just going to be great. July 18th, you and I are going to share the stage together,
Yep.
along with a group called Peach Goldman, who's just getting started in gospel music, but they are really, really coming on strong, and they're great. But we're coming together for a benefit concert July 18th in Lebanon, Tennessee, um, to benefit an organization called the Veranda Ministries.
Tell them
And
about the veranda. I was reading up on it today just to make sure, I was briefed for this interview. But I read that they take care of senior citizens, that it's
yeah,
for us, for our group, the group watching us today, all of y'all.
yeah.
This is, every city needs a ministry like this in it.
Veranda Ministries has been in existence for about 12 years now, and they're located in Gallatin, Tennessee, just outside Nashville. And they meet the needs of Alzheimer's and dementia patients and their families and caregivers. They're a respite care day program. This is the kind of the flagship ministry of the Veranda. They they bring the clients, as they like to call them, the folks who are battling these terrible diseases. They bring these folks in for about 4 or 5 hours a day during the week. I think it goes about 4 days a week. And they meet the needs of these people, not just their physical needs, but their spiritual, emotional, social needs. This is a great community of these folks that come together. They have activities for them, they serve lunch, they have music, they have church. It's a very interactive program for these clients, and then it gives their families and caregivers an opportunity to just have a little time to themselves to do whatever they need to do. And Mark,
Right.
as I do, those of us who have cared for loved ones who have battled this kind of thing, that time to yourself is very, very precious and very important, because a lot of people who have not been in this situation don't realize what a toll that takes on a
Oh,
family or
I
a
saw
caregiver.
it nearly kill my dad,
Yeah,
as mama got worse and worse and worse, and he was her only caregiver.
yeah.
And
And there's
finally,
very little support.
oh yeah. Well, I also was reading on their website. It's also they have other fingers of other
Yeah.
senior citizen ministries. You don't have to have dementia. If you have a
No.
need, they're there for you through counseling, through other
Yes.
things.
They
And I
provide
was just,
counseling. They do a podcast. There's all kinds of things that they're involved in. And every year they do a couple of big fundraising events. They do one at Christmas, and, but this one is really, really special, because this is our first ever summer concert event, and Mark Lowry is going to be our featured guest, and I'm just so excited, and
oh, I am
they're
too.
excited to have you.
I'm excited too. I'm excited to hear that new group. Listen, if you live anywhere near Lebanon, Tennessee, come out and support this ministry. In fact, I want to put their website up. So,
VerandaMinistries.org.
yeah, let me do that. I'm going to take yours down.
That's okay.
And let me see. Come on, Mark, you can do this. I want everybody to see it. Veranda Ministries. Veranda Ministries.org.
Yes.
.org. Like that. Oh, that ain't right.
Well,
No,
let's
Ministries.
say Men of
Oh,
Trees.
Mark, come on. You can type better than that.
Come on, Hubert,
Ministries.
you can do it.
Hubert. Hubert Lipshat, wasn't his name?
Yes.
Yeah, we were in homecoming radio guys, and y'all, this we had so much fun. Who all's in that room? Bill Gaither,
Kevin
me,
Williams.
you, Kevin Williams, Gene McDonald, Tori
Yeah.
Taft, Buddy
Buddy
Green was
Green
there for a
and
minute,
Michael Booth.
Michael Booth, and to my right
It
was
was a
you.
wild
And
it was a wild time.
y'all, you've got to tune in to Homecoming Radio. Google it and find it. You probably can hear it online too. You don't just
Yeah.
have to, yeah. So
It's
I'm
a
looking
fun time.
forward to this. Maybe we
It's gonna
can
be
work
awesome.
up a little trio of some sort, for that night. grab your
We can
mama.
definitely make
Will
that
your
happen.
mom be there?
I think so.
We'll
Yeah, we can
make her
definitely
get
make
up and
something happen.
let's me and you and your mom kick your dad to the curb and we'll start our.
I love it. I love it. Yes, we will definitely make something happen. That will be awesome.
I'll be there.
Oh, she just yelled. She
Oh,
said
I
she'd be
hear
there.
her. Good. I
Yay.
love,
Okay.
hey, what'd she say? Oh, I thought I heard something.
I was just going to tell the folks it's July 18th
Yeah.
at Hillcrest Baptist Church in Lebanon, Tennessee, and you can get your tickets through itickets.com.
Yeah.
Just go on
In
tickets and
fact,
search for Mark Lowry and Lauren Talley.
I have the link in the show notes. If you're on
Yay.
Facebook, you know where the show notes are.
Yeah.
Look around, and I've got a link in YouTube show notes, and so just look it up and check it out. And this, it's going to a good thing. You know that it's going
All of
to
the
help a
proceeds
good
for
thing.
this night.
Yeah.
All of the proceeds for this night are directly benefiting Veranda Ministries, and it's going directly to minister to these families that have had this devastating illness happen with their loved ones, and it's going to directly fund the Veranda's operations. They're not out here getting rich for this. This is a nonprofit organization, and everything that they take in comes directly to fund their work. So, Mark, I know a little bit about what you've been through with your mom having Alzheimer's. How long did she battle that before she finally passed?
About 3 years.
Well,
Maybe a little before that, but it was really bad for 3 years. But you know what? When we started going through that, I said, okay, Lord, here we go. Because when
yeah.
something like that happens, you need to just go to your Father in heaven and say, okay, Papa, where are we going now? And
Yeah.
that's the way I viewed it. And I looked for the diamonds. Like one night,
You have to.
Mama was
You
lying in
have
bed.
to.
Your Mama was lying in bed with Daddy. And she said, are you my husband? He said, for 62 years. She said, you got any papers to prove it? And things like that happen. She actually, this doesn't always happen. Sometimes there are no diamonds to be found. But she got sweeter.
Really?
Yeah. She was
That's
already
awesome.
mean enough, so she got sweeter. No, I'm kidding.
I
No,
never
she
did get to meet your mama. I wish I could have, because I've heard so much about her. I kind of feel like I knew her a little
Oh,
bit.
she was very opinionated, very, sure of her faith and loved Jesus. I loved, and we fought a lot. We fought a lot about God, and we believed in the same one.
Wow. Well, I guess that's typical of the body of Christ, though, in a lot
Yeah,
of ways.
I thought he was a lot nicer than she did. Well, listen, I'm looking
Now she
forward
knows
to
for
it.
sure.
Oh yeah, now I'm sure when she walked through the pearly gates, the first thing the Lord said to her was, "Mark was right."
That might be stretching it just a little bit.
Yeah, I think it might be. All right, well, listen, thank you for being on Just Whenever
Thanks
today.
for having me.
And
I'm
y'all, you
looking
need
forward
to
hanging
check.
out with you.
Oh, it's going to be fun. You need to check out laurentalley.com. You need to check out verandaministries.org. And if you can't be there that night, you might feel led to make a donation to the ministry. I'm sure on their website there's a way to do that.
You can definitely do that on the website. There's a button on there that says donate. You can go straight there and give an offering to the Veranda anytime. If you want to do it that night, you certainly can. But yeah, tickets are available on itickets.com, and we will receive an offering for the Veranda that night. But you can donate online anytime at verandaministries.org, and we're so excited. It's gonna be the most fun night ever.
Hope to see you guys there. Thank you, Lauren.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it.
Isn't she a sweetheart? I love her. I've loved her whole life. And I love y'all for being here. All 465 of you watching right now live all over the world on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. If you're on Facebook, please share. Sharing is caring. All right, you ready to sing a little? Let's sing something. I'm ready. This is one from Sunday school days. Sit up straight, let's sing. Give me oil in my lamp, keep me burning. Give me oil in my lamp, I pray. Give me oil in my lamp, keep me burning to the break of day. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. Give me joy in my heart, keep me praising. Give me joy in my heart, I pray. Give me joy in my heart, keep me praising. Keep me praising till the break of day. Come on, sing, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King. Boop doop boop boop bow. Yeah. Did you sing that in Sunday school when you were a kid? Oh, I didn't mean to do that, y'all. Messed up. Look at there. Almost ended too soon. What's next? Give me that old. Was I in the same key? Was that in the right key? Yeah, no, not quite. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. Now it was good for our mothers. It was good enough for our mothers. It was good for our mothers, Lord. It's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody. And it's good enough for me. It'll take us all to heaven. It will take us all to heaven. It'll take us all to heaven. It's good enough for me. It'll take us all to heaven. Thank God it's good enough for me. Oh, Matthew Holt. Yeah. Matthew, play that piano. Evie Tornquist sang this in the 70s. All right, sit up straight and sing, y'all. Are you tired of chasing pretty rainbows? Are you tired of spinning round and round? Wrap up all the shattered dreams of your life, and at the feet of Jesus lay them down. Give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus. Shattered dreams, wounded hearts, broken toys. Give them all, give them all, give it all to Jesus, and He will turn your sorrow into joy. He never said there'd only be sunshine. He never said there'd be no rain. He only promised a heart full of singing about the very thing that once brought pain. Sing! Give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus. Shattered dreams, wounded hearts, broken toys. Give them all, give them all. Just give them all to Jesus, and He will turn your sorrow into joy. He will turn your sorrow into joy. Give them all. Isn't that a great song? That was written by my friend Phil Johnson. So it's not really old enough to be in the hymnal. Well, I guess it is. Mary Did You Know is in the hymnal. I saw it. It's not in many of them, but it's in one out there somewhere, because I saw it. And you don't have to be dead to be in the hymnal. It helps, but it's not necessary. There will be a happy meeting in heaven, I know, when we see the many loved ones we've known here below, gathered on that blessed hilltop with hearts all aglow. That will be a glad reunion day. Sing it, y'all. Glad day, a wonderful day. Glad day, a glorious day. There with all the holy angels and loved ones to stay. That will be a glad reunion day. When we live a million years in that wonderful place, basking in the love of Jesus, beholding His face, it will seem but just a moment of praising His grace, 'cause that will be a glad reunion day. Sing glad day, a wonderful day. Glad day, a glorious day. There with all the holy angels and loved ones to stay. That will be a glad reunion day. That will be a glad reunion day. Won't it be? My friend Bubba, you know, he buried his sister Thursday night. His sister, Charla, who I knew very well. I know the McNeely family for many, many years. And nobody thought she'd go first. She was, you know, strong and a leader and very important to the family. But cancer came along, and you don't know who gets to go first. I used to tell J.D. Sumner, he was like, how old was he? He was older than me, a lot older than me. And I said, J.D., you are just as equally alive as I am. I'm younger, but I'm no more alive than you are. And we are all equally alive, no matter the age. But when you do have to pass, oh, it's so sad when you were so strong and so important to the family, and now she's gone. Well, the next day, Bubba buried her on Friday, I'm sorry. The funeral was Thursday, the burial was Friday, and because the funeral was Thursday night, and the burial was Friday. Bubba couldn't be there because he had an ablation on his heart. So if you'll throw up a prayer for Bubba, couldn't even go to his own sister's burial because he had an ablation. So that family's been hit hard. And so we'd all appreciate your prayers. And Colleen said to thank you for the birthday wishes. She read all your comments, and she loved them, so thank you for that. And what else? What else could we do? Well, let's do this. Glory to His name. We're going through the we go through the hymnal alphabetically, so I don't have to try to remember what we did last time. I think we did Give Me That Old Time Religion last time, but I forgot, see, so we did it again. But anyway, now it's Glory to His Name. I love this song. Oh, Kevin Williams on the guitar. Glory to His name. Sit up straight. You remember this. Let's sing. Down at the cross where my Savior died, down where for cleansing from sin I cried, there to my heart was the blood applied. Glory to His name. Sing it. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood applied. Glory to His name. I am so wondrously saved from sin. Jesus so sweetly abides within. There at the cross where He took me in. Glory to His name. Sing, y'all. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood applied. Glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood applied. Glory to His name. Oh. Why do I love to do that? Whenever He does that thing on the doop-a-dee-dee, I go ooh-ba-doop-boop-boop-boo. It just feels natural. Well, here's a good G one, and then we'll do Go With God. I heard a request. Pamela, you want Go With God? Well, it happens to be after this one. Don't ask me to explain to you how one could start again, how hardened hearts could soften like a child. Don't ask me how to reason out the mysteries of life, or how to face its problems with a smile. Go ask the man who's found the way through tangled roads back home to stay when all communications were destroyed. Go ask the child who's walking now, who once was crippled, then somehow her useless legs were made to jump for joy. Go ask the one whose burned out mind has been restored. I think you'll find the questions not important as before. Don't ask me if he's good or bad. I only know the guilt I had is gone, and I can't tell you anymore. Don't ask me how to prove to you why I know God is there, or how I know that He would care for you. Don't ask me why someone so great would choose to walk with me and trade my broken life for one that's new. Go ask the child who's got a dad to love away the hurt he had before this man called Jesus touched their lives. Go ask the one whose fears have fled, whose churning heart was quieted when someone whispered peace to all her strife. Go ask the man to tell you more, whose life was just a raging war inside himself, until the Savior came. Oh, I don't pretend to be so wise. I only know he touched my eyes, and nothing else will ever be the same. Oh Lord, I don't pretend to be so wise. I only know he touched my eyes. Nothing else will ever be the same. Oh, y'all, I forget how good that song is. I broke out in chills. You know, Gloria Gaither wrote that lyric, and you know she got it, I believe, from John. I never can remember where things are found in the Bible. I remember that they're in there, and I've memorized a lot of it, and sometimes can't tell you where it is. But do you remember, okay, the blind guy, was it John 9 maybe, where Jesus notices him. And then the disciples say, who sinned, him or his parents? And Jesus said, it ain't about that, y'all. This is so the glory of God can be revealed in him. And so Jesus goes over and he makes a mud pie with his spit. He spits in the mud, makes a little mud pie. And have you ever noticed Jesus never heals anybody the same way twice? I guess that's so we couldn't get a recipe. One time he healed a guy by putting his fingers in his ear and spitting on his tongue, and another time he just spoke it, and another time, but this time he made a mud pie and stuck it in the guy's eyes, told him to go wash in the pool of Siloam, which wasn't the closest pool, but I guess Jesus wanted him to really have to walk a ways before he got his healing. Sort of like us, we have to walk a ways sometimes before we get our healing. But the healing was waiting in the water. And the Isaacs wrote a beautiful song called Wading in the Water. You ought to listen to that. And so he gets to the pool of Siloam, washes his eyes, goes home, and everybody can tell it's the same guy, and now he can see. Well, the deacons get a hold of that information. The elders of the temple, I call them deacons, they called him in. They start questioning him. And he explains how it happened. A man named Jesus did this, and they said, have you seen him? He said, no, I barely got a glimpse of him. No, he didn't say that. But he didn't know where he went because he hadn't seen Jesus. He'd been blind all the way to the pool of Siloam. So he never got a look at Jesus, and he didn't know where he went. And really didn't even know what he looked like, I don't guess. And I'm not even sure if he knew his name, now that I think about it. Anyway, so they still don't like his answers, and they drill him, and finally they call his parents in, and the parents are scared to death they're going to get kicked out of church, and because that's what they said. The deacons had already told everybody, anybody who says Jesus is the Messiah will be discommunicated from the temple. Well, they didn't want to get kicked out, so they said, look, we know he's our son. We know he was blind at birth. We don't know how this happened, that he got his sight. He is full grown. Ask him. So they deflected back over. And then that poor fella, they keep asking him and asking him. He said, what? You're the ones who are supposed to, the formerly blind guy who now could see, said, you're the ones who are supposed to have all the answers. You're the ones who are supposed to know God. What, you tell me. And then they rebuked him for that. How dare you talk to us like that? People who know nothing are usually the proudest. Have you noticed that? People who really don't know much sure are the loudest and the proudest. Anyway, so Where was I? Oh, so finally, the formerly blind fella, he looks at them and says, look, I don't know if he's good or bad. All I do know is I was blind, and now I can see. And he finally says, what, do you want to become his disciples too? Oh, my goodness. When he asked them, do you want to become his disciples too? Oh, I wish I'd been in that room. It flew all over those self-righteous, pious gas bags, and they kicked him out of church. They threw him out of the temple. And you know, the next verse jumped out at me one day. I was so thrilled to see this. It just jumped out. I'd read it before, but I'd never seen it. Have you ever done that? You read something, but then one day you finally see it. The next verse or so says, and when Jesus heard what they had done to him, that they had kicked him out, Jesus came to him. Jesus might never have shown up had he not been kicked out of church. Sometimes you got to get kicked out before Jesus will show up. But Jesus showed up, and he asked the fellow, do you believe in the Son of Man? And he said, oh, show him to me that I might believe. And Jesus, in the Message Bible, Jesus says, don't you recognize my voice? I love that. And he believed on the Lord Jesus Christ, and he started worshiping him. Isn't that a good story? See, if he hadn't been kicked out, Jesus might not have shown up. If Jesus hadn't shown back up, that fellow would never have had the opportunity to have been led to Jesus by Jesus. That's a sweet thing, ain't it? Anyway, someone requested Go With God, so we're going to close with it today. Let me get back over here. Find Go With God. Where is it? Pull it over here so you can sing along. Come on. Oh, wait, I got to do this first. See, if I had a director and a producer, but see, if I had all that, I wouldn't just come in here, flip 5 switches, and we'd be live. That's all it takes. I turn on the computer, I turn on the soundboard, I turn on this monitor right here, I turn on the lights, and boom, there you are. But I do have to take out time to do stuff like this every now and then. Go with God. There it is. Now drag it over, drop it on, and then watch. I pull up my camera so I'm on top of that because I like to be, I don't want the edge to kind of fold over. Okay, here we go. Matt, who did the other songs I've written? By the way, the name of that project that this will be on is called There Is Hope. They wouldn't let me do, I have written other songs because the next project will be all the songs, well, not all of them, but most of the 10 of the other songs that I have written. And then maybe one day I'll do the rest. Got to go find some of them. Anyway, this is called Go With God. And this is my prayer for you as we close today. I've enjoyed singing with you on Saturday. May the hand of God protect you as we go our separate ways. May the love of God surround you as we rise to leave this place. May the mind of God be in you, giving wisdom from above. May His perfect peace enfold you, bringing hope and joy and love. Go with God. Go with God. Go with God, and He will go with you. Go with God. Go with God. Go with God, and He will go with you. I wish you strength when you are weary, peace through lonely nights. I wish you hope for your tomorrows and love throughout your life. Know the Father's watching over you, and His Son walks by your side. Know the Spirit lives within you as your comfort and your guide. Go with God. Go with God. Go with God, and He will go with you. Go with God. Go with God. Go with God, and He will go with you. Go with God, and He will go with you. Oh, yes, He will. Well, have a good night, y'all. And I will see you when I see you.